Look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction. A missing a push.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Bucs were frustrated with last week's loss and are anxious to get back above 500 in today's game. It's the Cardinals going up against the Buccaneers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Raymond Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the ground they go with the running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
The play clock's running down. Play fake. Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Ray Maluga competes very hard as a linebacker. Very difficult to block and keep out of the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Second down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Maluga. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They'll come out in the pistol. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right now, blue 58. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Blue Zally 19. There you go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down carry here for Johnson. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
All right now, blue 95. Blue, mirror, mirror, mirror.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. Palmer's going to keep it on the sneak. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd.
1-18.
Moncrief, the man in motion right. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll throw it for Palmer. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, Those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Pass incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Ready? I got to trip this side. I got to trip this side. We got three.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so too, limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target.
And Winston lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
Halfback sent in motion. On first down, it's Palmer. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Regular. Here we go. Blues 58.
On second down, Palmer caught right side, Gresham. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Regular.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw again, it's Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Ready? Blue ready. Mike 27, Mike 27.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On 3rd down, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
All right, now, 1-18. Sally 19. Sally 19. 95.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 1-18. Sally 19. Sally 19.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This will be, 38 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's into the clear. 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A 1st down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Johnson on the counter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now Palmer on third and long. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they get 14 yards there at a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the I.
Get ready. 54, right there. 54. Mirror. Check. Regular.
They pitch it out to Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Get ready. 18.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Caught right side. Gresham. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Palmer. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Let's go. Blue 95. Deep. Sally 19.
On second down, here's Palmer. He's got time. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Gerald McCoy able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11.
Let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer. That is caught. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Blue 58. Deep.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
We got 3.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Deep drop. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Backing up. He finds Coleman. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the air again with Winston. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the lead is now an even 30. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Over the middle to Evans. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jameis to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
First down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
They'll let their receiver let him out of the Wildcat. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll run it here with Brown. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And some space here. David Johnson on his way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So out come the Bucs now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First down throw for Winston. And now here is another interception. And a loose football picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And he's able to get it back here. The 43-yard line. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Palmer. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 1st and 10. It's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 23 yards on the play.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Another pistol look here.
Right now. Sally 19. Sally 19.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Regular. Get ready.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
All right now. Blue, Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go. Z, regular. Here we go. Regular. Get ready. Blue 58.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense, because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line.
Regular.
And he motions the wide receiver. Palmer will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Throw, and this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever.